Is there something cathartic about exploring the unknown in a film like this, as a writer and as a director?
I think, you know, horror sort of gives you the canvas to explore a lot of things that you can't explore in a regular drama, you know. And I think, you know, for me, I always try to find some personal angle into things, you know. In Citadel, it was, you know, my own experiences and stuff, and in this, it was like, you know, identifying with particularly Dylan, you know, and what he was going through, and I can totally identify with being bullied at that age, you know, with sibling rivalry, with all of those kind of things. So getting to explore that and having that play out on this kind of dramatic macabre of a canvas it can be cathartic. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. It's there's something great about putting the things that scare you, the things that mess with you or make you cringe and go, oh, and putting that on screen, and then getting to stand off to the side and watch an audience react to it. And one of my favorite experiences when the first film came out was whenever I would do, you know, host a screening or something like that. I would never sit down and watch the movie, because once you've watched it a couple of times, all you're seeing are the flaws, or the, you know, the things that you're like, oh, I wish we would have done that better, and stuff that nobody else notices but is stuck in your head. But I would always slip in during the lawnmower scene and watch the audience jump at the lawnmower scene, and it just always felt really good. And you know, that was what I'm one of those guys who mows my own lawn and is always terrified that I'm going to get a foot caught under there and something awful's going to happen, and that's going to be it. And so watching other people react to that and seeing that what messes with you messes with other people is very cathartic.
I think it's fun to explore that in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, for my character in Sinister, for my character in Sinister 2,
Yeah.
it comes out August 21st. Sorry.
Yeah, I would way rather talk about like death and stuff in a realistic way. Yeah. Yeah.
Just go to the Museum of Death.
Yeah.
There have been stories over the years about weird things happening on horror sets, you know, The Exorcist, Poltergeist. Did anything strange happen on set?
The only thing strange was that I was bitten by a brown recluse, which I'd never heard of. You know, where I come from, there's just no biting insects whatsoever. Yeah, this spider bit me right there on my leg, and yeah, it's a form of necrosis. So I was very lucky to still have my leg.
There was a lot of laughing in between takes, for sure. We were making each other laugh, just joke telling, really, really bad jokes.
Yeah, terrible jokes.
With the director Ciarán, and yeah.
She got, and then the weird stuff was like she got hit in a really weird way with like in the stunt, like a trophy hit her, and it came apart midair, and it was really weird the way that it happened. And Ciarán got bit by a brown recluse in the middle of filming.
Oh my gosh.
A van, the parking brake came undone and started rolling towards the entire crew at one point. Yeah. So there was some weird stuff, yeah.
The story has a lot to do with the young boys, twins, which are actually triplets. I'm a twin myself. And, you know, one thing that, and we were just talking about it out there, a lot of people, there is actually a phobia of twins.
Right.
I was just curious what your experience was working with the boys.
It was, you know, as I say, they're part of a triplet. You know, when I first met them, it was that triplet. But the thing that really struck me with these boys was how they would, you know, sort of finish each other's sentences sometimes, you know, and they had this rapport with each other that I just don't think we would have got with two actors who had just met, you know. And so, you know, it totally worked for the story in that sense, you know, that we got these boys who felt like they were really brothers, because they were, you know. But they would seem to know what each other was thinking the whole time, which I found a bit weird, but yeah, it was fun.
What do you hope audiences get out of this film?
I hope they get, you know, what they got out of the first movie and more. I hope they get, you know, a thrill ride. I hope they get, you know, scared. I hope they laugh at it. I hope that they just get a good time, and it's a movie that sticks with them, because all of my favorite horror films are ones that kind of get under your fingernails and linger and stay, you know, and they're not the type of movie that when the credits roll, you've already forgotten about it. So
I don't think about horror as like a genre. There used to be a time, I feel like, in American filmmaking especially, where you could make a scary movie and it would still be like a really great and well-respected movie. Like The Shining's one of my all-time favorites. They Live is one of my all-time favorites. I love John Carpenter. The Exorcist, Alien, you know, like those are real. I still love those movies today.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.